Alright, just like I said, right where I was leaving off basically. Getting out of this tractor. Where's my other one out? Is he over here? Man, I should start putting these back. Ah, there he is. Alright, get in here. Start it. Ooh-wee-oo. Q. Now what I want to do here is shift, right? Yeah. Control I. See? Empty them out. I don't need them. What I do need is in these black pellets back here. And R. Oh, yes. There we go. Now, if I do this right, it's gonna go through this here lime quick. Yeah, you see how fast it's dropping out that lime? This is 700 bucks a pallet roundabout. So you can only imagine how fast I'm dropping money right now. Huh. How fast can you drop 700 bucks? Well, I've been doing it the whole time I've been playing now, haven't I? Been trying new things here and there, just see how things work. Been testing things, learning. And R. R. Trying to find out where the trip is on this to get it to refill. Ooh, there we go. Huh. Bags of lime. 1,000 bags of lime. You see, I really can't replant any of my fields right now, because it's about to be winter time. And since it's about to be winter time on here, I mean, if it do go in, I might get a winter wheat or something like that, maybe. But that's pushing it. Oh, nice thick layers of lime. And I'm out. So it's like you have to bring a dozen bags to do one field. But at least you don't have to do the same field 50 times. That is a plus. Now back up to this one here. Nope. Nope. Oh, maybe if I hit the right button. Ah, there we go. Oh. I should be able to get this whole pass done. And close out. If you've ever spread lime before, you can understand why it would do this. Is it raining? Yes, it is. It's already raining. Ooh. Oh well, you can spread lime in the rain. The rain just beats the lime in a little bit better. That's all. Back up. R. There we go. Take what I can. I don't mind having this as, you know, basic fertilizer because it can last for quite a while. The lime, I think this is way, way too small to put in lime. And done. Got that all covered up. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna finish up these fields, get them prepared, and probably be about calling it a day. Night. Whichever. And Control I. There we go. Dump that off. Come back over here and pick these up. Ooh. My objective is just to get all the fields ready. Cultivate them. Then re-fertilize them. Like, this is going to last me a while. See, it's barely even dampering this right now. Urch. trying to cover over all the white. Awesome. Almost done. This is going to be a short video, by the way. That's what I was planning on anyhow. I didn't want to be up like all day and all night on this. Get it to the point where I'm where I'm about to, you know, get ready for winter, then I'll do whatnot planting and probably stuff like that tomorrow. Unless I like change maps or something, because like I said, the seasons is getting to me. It really is. I don't know if I just need more fields or what it is, you know, to keep with my animals. But it's something. I don't want to stop the map. I don't want to stop working on it. I'm happy with it overall, but it's already enough to deal with the animals one way. Now it's like I have to completely change how I'm doing everything with them. And I'm not used to it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's I'm just not used to it. Because I'm used to feed them for 6 days and then do everything else I need. You know? Come back on day 4 or so and refeed them. That's what I'm used to. Oh, and the main reason why I'm doing this is just so I can save some money. It's already been a year in the game, so they got the basic averages up. So I can pretty much tell when crops are going to be at their highest price and when they're going to be at their lowest. So I think I'm just going to wait for them to be more towards their highest pricing and everything and sell out of everything but the wheat. Gotta keep the wheat. I gotta make another field of just one of these bigger fields of just wheat. Simply for the chickens. That makes me want to put in another field for just chickens. I mean, the grass and everything, if I get sheep in, that'd be perfectly fine. But I have to find a sheep pen that is reasonably priced. That one might be a little bit on the more difficult end. There we go. That's what I wanted to make sure I got. sheep pen that's reasonably priced with reasonable amount of sheep. I don't want one with like 6 or 7 sheep. No, I want one with like 200-300. Because I kind of plan on using that as main production. Oh, hey, how are you doing? Where are you up? Here we go. Now let's just go right, kind of try to keep a straight line back as much as possible. But yes, my objective is to get a bunch of sheep on here. Is this better than FS17? Well, yes and no. I mean, they made a lot of changes between 19 and 17. I like a lot of the changes. I do. Overall, I will say yes, it is better. You got better mods, better control on the mods, but I'm missing one thing that I liked on 17, and there is no, what is it called? Course play. They canned that, so if you're big into course play, stuff like that, If you just use the hired workers are 10 times smarter on here. So that is a plus if that's what you're looking for. Can you still fertilize by only using a weeder? Negative. Weeders are only for weeding. And that's what it's narrowed down by. But if you are on seasons, okay, there is you do get bonuses on crop type. When you keep changing your crops during your crop rotations, you can get bonuses for which crop you plant when. And you can do like winter crops actually have a meaning now. On seasons at least. So weeding does not count as fertilizing. No. Weeding is only weeding. Weeding is helping promote growth, but not fertilizing. Say you're at 100% and you run your weeder and your crops are at 100% whatever. If you don't weed, what happens is if you're at like 100% and you don't weed, your overall yield from your crops will be lower. It'll can like the overall yield. And if you use seasons, I really don't even weed using seasons because the weeds only come up sporadically. It's not the whole field anymore. I mean, if you're not on seasons, it can be the whole field, whatever. And you can turn the weeds on and off. But overall, did I miss a little bit back here? Maybe. I'll just hit it for fun. There we go. But yeah, if you don't weed, overall it just basically strangles your yield. So you can fertilize 15-20 times if you want. It's not going to do any better. It'll take it from the 100 and drop it. Yeah. Trying to explain it the best I can. But like I said, overall, I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's really good overall. Seasons, like I said, that's what I'm playing right now. Makes a huge difference. horses on the game. I mean, you can run it where you straight out have a horse farm and that's all that you deal with. And make millions of dollars off that. It's a mod. And then to top it off, you have seasons from around the world that people made. So basically, whatever place you think of, there's probably a seasons pack made for it. The John Deere is nice, and modders seem to be loving it because there's so many different versions that they can go off of for each tractor, and if they're European or if they're American and all that too. On here, I was talking about this my last one, but on here to do like live plays like I do, because I'll be on here for like 2 hours at a night, 4 hours a night. To do something like that on here with seasons sucks. It's really hard because I have to do 3 times the work when I'm not on camera, you know, when I'm not live. And everything that I touch makes a huge difference. You're either going to score big or you're going to lose huge. The animals are a pain on seasons because instead of having, you filled your animals for 6 days for their food or for their water, so you ain't got to touch them for 6 days. You don't have that on here. It's 2 to 3 times a day. You are dealing with your animals. Seasons tries to bring as much reality to the game as possible. Yes, I will say hardcore. My chicken, but on the other hand, the nice part about it, in about a year and a half now with chickens, I went from almost 18 chickens to about 250. Down part, they are taking more wheat to feed them than what I produce on average. Alright. Take your time. I'm not in too much of a rush. Oh. Now to get all this done. Trying to get this laid out as quickly and as I can. Now if I come way back over here and start my swing, there we go. There we go. I'm not doing too bad covering this up this way. See? I saved a lot of money doing all this on my own. I save a lot of money. The more I can cover on my own, the more money I'm saving. That makes it a big plus. Now I wish I had more, like a ridge marker or something, because sometimes it's hard to distinguish the different areas. I'm trying to make this where I can make my swing a little bit easier without missing anything. smooth it out. It being this wide is very nice. Now I wish I had like fertilizer, well, a seeder this wide, a tractor that could pull it. Nice gentle turn here. Cover up this area here a little bit better. Now I'm going to try to make this a nice turn. Alright. Well, example, see the field over there? How the weeds are? Just in the middle? That's what you basically get now. On seasons anyhow. I mean, you can change it up where you're getting it where it goes right down the map and covers everything, but yeah, just that little bit. So it really don't bother too much on the weeding. Another thing I didn't like was baling. Oh, well, baling now has changed a little bit. You can, well, baling grass, stuff like that, if you have a field, alright, your own field, all made up and all prettyized, you can set it up and it's basically, oh, yeah, there kind of is now. There really is. Baling now, the main point of that is condensing your storage. If that makes any sense. Because those two buildings down there that are the same hold 420 bales each. You see, I'm trying to go more on the realism aspect on here. So I figure about the size of that would hold 420 bales. And it's easier to do bales than it is just to pick it up and throw it off to the side. But yet you still can do that with like the pickup wagons and put them inside, put your straw and hay and all that in some silos, the modded ones. On seasons, if you just take it and throw like your straw and hay and all that into a pile on the side, what will happen is it will eventually deteriorate. Yeah, on seasons, that will deteriorate. Oh. Trying to make these curves a little bit smoother so I can go around and just cover more area. I probably got more of the field covered now than I would with a hired worker because they take so long to turn around. But, I mean, a lot of the modders have went for a lot more realism on 19. A lot of the stuff, the realism on it has drastically changed. Ooh, come on, get over here. There you go. The turning of the tractors have changed. Controls on it, they feel different. Perfect example. If I stop my tractor right here, I turn the wheels, I let off, the wheels are still turned. If I turn it back just slightly, it'll stay right there. until I start moving, and then it will straighten itself out, just like in a vehicle. They should put that in the... I have heard that thoughts have went out to Giants where they are adding seasons into 21. But that is just hearsay to me so far. A lot of people said that they would like it, but we don't know what's all going on with 21. They made it more appealing in 19, where they have been trying to jack up the realism through the roof, but what happens is what happens. On seasons, yes. Yes. You give me a minute, let me get this field done, and I can actually show you what rotations look like. It's a lot different. If you don't plant the crops correctly, it can take away from your yield. Meaning if you don't have the correct order of crop rotation, it can take away from your yield. But if you have the perfect crop rotation, it will add to your yield. And it can add a fair amount. And that's what I've been trying to go off of, was like a crop rotation. I know I wouldn't max out on one part, but the rest I would do pretty good. That is part of the season's package. Like right now, as you can see, on all 4 of my fields here, I have no crops because it's going into winter time. Up in the toolbar up there, you see where it's like autumn. It says 2 mid-autumn. Well, I'm on a 3-day cycle, or a 3-day season. And on a 3-day season, what do you do in winter? Well, that's kind of the cool part. In winter, there's a couple different things that you can do. Take care of your animals mainly, and you can plow snow. There is also, depending on what geo that you're in, if you do get a lot of snow, there is this thing that you can put all the snow into, and it turns it into water for you, so you can give your animals water. I mean, they did a lot of really cool stuff with the mods. Other than that, in winter, I just take care of my animals, and since this is a southern geo, I think it's Texas or something, what I do is take care of my animals fast forward the day. That's it. I mean, there's really nothing that you can plant. There's none of the extra stuff like that. So, I mean, that's kind of nice because it forces you to act in like kind of reality, because there's not many places around the world that you can do that. No, they do not have pests yet. That is another thing that I heard might be coming through. Like I said, I got a lot of hearsay on it. But I'm not gonna, point fingers on everything. I just want to sit back and have fun with it. Ooh, almost done. with this field. Um, what I want to see is older equipment. And equipment be able to break down. Make it like the roll of the dice thing, where equipment can break down. Or you have to change a tire or something, you know? Alright, so what I was talking about, let me go into it. So they actually have the cycle now. Yeah, something like that. Let's go into here. Boom. I'm on a 3-day, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way across. Green is your planting times, so you actually now have planting times, and you have harvesting times. It's like you're away with physics, but different crops, like where I'm at, I can't plant sugarcane, so sugarcane's out of the, ordeal. But you have all your different planting and harvesting times. Now I'll go over to the next day. When you make hay now, this is really cool. You cut your grass, it can either be wet grass or semi-dry grass. When you cut it, if it's semi-dry grass, you have to basically just leave it alone and wait until it turns into hay, unless it gets rained on. If it gets rained on, then it can either stay semi-dry grass, depending on how much rain, or it will go to wet grass. If it's regular wet grass, yeah, the grass is a new thing. But if it's wet grass, you have to tether it to get it to turn to semi-dry, so it can possibly go back to hay. Brief explanation. People go into a lot more detail. Yes, your seeds can get drought and die, or they can get frost and die. So if I plant the whole field, I might have spots in the field that just don't grow because of this. Animals. Like I said, I plant... the first ones I bought, I pretty much sold. But there's probably 2 of them down here somewhere. As you can see, there is an actual name to these now. So, I don't even know where they are. Oh, right here. Up top. 2 roosters. Males. Alright? Yeah. I got 2 roosters that are males. I bought 18 chickens. Now look how many I have. And that was like 2.5, 3 years ago type deal that I did that. It also tells me about how much food that they're going to take a year. This pen that they're in will hold upwards 400. So that's about 40,000 a year that I need to make to give to them. And yes, I have to do this and basically this every single day. You can also sell back your chickens. And there is more than one type of chicken. Be more specific. I'll put this up real quick. Go over and I'll show you more on the animal details. Since, like I said, I have all winter now to do these 2 fields. Shut off my engine, jump out, play in the rain. Oh yes. You also can buy a cool meter on here. Hold down the button. And it tells you, like when you go to harvest your crops, if this is higher than a 20, you can't harvest them. See, it tells all of the information now. Oh, where did I park my junk truck? I figure taking my junk truck will be easiest. Now, one of my rules on here is I do not use the tab function to jump from vehicle to vehicle. Alright. Let's see if I actually make it. I'll show you about the animals up here because they have the sale barns and everything. And with your animals now, there's a huge difference in this. I kind of like it. I think it's really good. I think it's very helpful for everybody. Let me fly down here. Act like I know what I'm doing. Awesome, made it. I'll probably never make that turn at 70 mile an hour. Let's just hope I did not need that trailer to do this. E. R. Okay. Chickens. Yeah, you can buy different types. I'm surprised though. It's only doing the chickens. Maybe if I grab the trailer it will do more. But as you've seen, there's different types of chickens, okay? To disable jumping. Oh, for the vehicle? Well, I don't know. They need to switch out physics and stuff. Horses on the game. I'm gonna go into this one real quick. I believe are better on the regular game than in seasons. In seasons, I don't know how to really earn the money from the horses, or if you really even do, or if it's just, you know, something nice to have around. But you're more of a caretaker for the horses than you are for breeding them or anything like that. You basically just take care of them. This should work better now. I should have just took it, left it, ran it. But the horses on the regular game, you can, in 10 game days, you can earn 50,000 per horse. Easily. I think that's what it maxes out as, 50,000. And all you do is take care of them for 5 minutes and make sure that they have food and straw and stuff like that. Growing trees I have not really looked into on seasons, but if it's anything like whatnot, it used to be 10 days to fully grow a tree. If it's on seasons and it takes 10 years, that's at least 30 days, or a lot more. That's quite a many days. Yeah, I mean, on here, on seasons, I don't see a point. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It gives what the animal is and gives a brief description. Like, this one's known as the mother breed. The breeded pig is very fast growing, but requires high amounts of capital to start with. Short growing animal, but much cheaper to purchase. Very hardy and great starting. But can be purchased for a modest amount. Hmm. So this one here and this one here are just for fattening, and the two females are made for breeding. Then you get into the different sheep. And you can sell them. Like this here does not produce wool. It's only for maturing and mating. But like I said, no wool will be produced. Like this here is only good for fattening and eating. This here is a cheap one for milking. This here is another one for fattening and eating. Yes. Yes, you can. You can hire out one contract at a time, and you can hire your workers. Nice part is you still make money off of it. Yes. Yes, if I'm working on my farm and I need my farm done, I can run over, grab a contract off of the field. This map does not have any contracts, but I can grab my contract off of the field, whatever. I can put a hired helper in the tractor or whatever, put a hired helper in it and leave. You can also use your own equipment. One of the best ways that I've found, depending on how you, if I do a start from scratch, I will not buy any land to start with on something like that. I will get a fertilizer. Fertilizer, something for that, and a tractor. And I will make millions off of that. And like I said, I'm hiring out the helper. And all he's doing is going around and fertilizing for me. Fertilizing is fast, quick, easy money. Even with a hired helper. Then, trying to think as fast as I can. Then, great example. When you go to harvest the field, you put your hired worker in the harvester to run back and forth. You grab the tractor with the tipper on the back, and as soon as you grab that tractor with the tipper on the back, you pick up the grain or whatever it is, and all you're doing is running back and forth while he's picking it out of the ground. So yeah, you earn a lot of money. Harvesting missions and fertilizing missions are two of the highest paid, because for the harvesting mission, now remember, they're not timed anymore. So for the harvesting mission, the reason why you're earning so much is because, let's just say the contract is for 10,000. Well, you get the 10,000 for the contract, and plus what they do is they say, well, on this contract you should only get, let's just say, 3 loads of 21,000, liters per load. Well, that's great. Well, I just picked up 4 loads of 21,000. So that extra load after the contract is complete, you can either take that extra load and put it in your silo, or you can just sell off that extra load and make even more money off of it. So what I usually do is pick up that extra load and make more money off of it. But yeah, I mean, you make a lot more money a lot quicker on this one. Minus the course play. Yeah, that's how I felt. I put a lot of time into in one of the maps on Farm Simulator 17. I moved over to Farm Simulator 19. I jumped onto some of the mods and everything. When I jumped onto some of the mods, I wasn't happy with them. I looked for my course play. They did not have the course play because come to find out, now this is hearsay again, come to find out the modder who made course play, another company paid him off so he will not make course play. And I was big into course play. Ooh, I'm missing that little bit down there. But overall, I think that 19 is worth it. No, not cosplay, course play. For FS17. Basically, it's GPS mode. But yeah, you can tell all your tractors and everything, instead of running up and down the field, only running up and down the field, that maybe you want them to do sales for you. I don't know if they really have GPS. Mod Hub might have GPS, but I don't use it. That's kind of obvious right now. See how bad I'm doing with this. But yeah, I was big into course play. Yeah, in 17 it was a mod, but I'm not sure if they have it in 19 or not. Which I think that would be a decent mod to bring out, but only bring it out on certain tractors. They might have it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't use it. It's not one of my favorites. I couldn't really get into GPS because course play, I could. The field I played the most on 17 was Dajnet's 2 fields that he made. Yeah, basically is what it was. Is an autopilot. I'd play the 2 fields that Dajnet made, and when I played those 2 fields, I just let it go. And I would like have trucks making deliveries for me whenever they got filled. They'd make a delivery and run at a certain speed. I had everything else. It was very nice. I'd have a tractor going through a field, picking everything up. Oh yeah, you could plot out the entire thing. So, perfect example. I put a harvester in a huge field, okay? Say the field is like 15, 20 times the size of the one that I'm in now. I put a harvester in that field. I have the harvester going back and forth doing his thing. Then I take another tractor with a auger wagon on it and have that auger wagon going to the harvester and going to an auger wagon that's sitting on the side of the field. As they're going back and forth, the auger wagon that's on the side of the field, make it like a 70,000 liter auger on the side. I hook up a tractor, a semi, to a big trailer, and that big trailer will, when it gets filled, whatever, when that trailer gets filled, this semi takes off and it dumps it at my silo. It does it all for me. And that's how I clean off a field. I set up all 3 tractors for it and everything. Or all 4 tractors. However many I need. I set it all up and it does everything for me. So they'll drive down the road, dump everything off, pick everything up, next. And then when you do your bunkers, whatever, for your silage, when you do your bunkers, all you do is you tell the tractor, hey, I want you to auto level this and everything else. And the tractor completely automatically levels out your bunker and makes it all great. Oh, Courseplay? Yeah, Courseplay was a mod. You got it off of Mod Hub. And that was for Farm Simulator 17. And it was for 15. One of the main things that caused me to want to switch so bad is I got sick of the AI for the helpers. They would run into a tree or miss 90% of the field and stuff like that. Courseplay, no. Courseplay will not come on to 19. The guy who made Courseplay and would do the updates for it every year or every 2 years, whatever, from what I was told or what I heard, whatever you want to put it as, he was offered a lot of money to not make that. I don't know if it was Giants or if it was another company or what, but from what I heard, he was offered a lot of money to not make it. So, yeah, I know the feeling, trust me. Well, kind of right now I'm getting paid not to do stuff, but I'm taking leave. Yeah, with work, they don't want us doing anything. So everybody got basically laid off at work except for like 20 people or something. So I took leave so I can still make money while this corona crap virus is in effect. So I'm kind of losing a lot of money coming up. Now to redo this field one last time with this. And I can look back at what I planted on the field. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me stop this down here real quick and I'll show you the other part that I was talking about for crop rotations. Alright, so shut this off, save on fuel, come out here. Alright, you see in the bottom corner where it says previous and before previous? It tells you what was all there. Well, what happens is you go into this. It's kind of cool so far. And you come over to here. So it was grass, then soybeans. Okay, so let's try this. Grass, then soybean. Canola gets a good boost, and wheat will get a good boost. So let's just see if I can switch this around a little bit. Now I want wheat and canola. See how that works? Soybeans don't get much nutrients off the grass, so I lose a little bit, but then it goes into this. No. Unfortunately. So I should get a decent yield of wheat off of this field after I plant it. And then after this, I go into this here. Or this here. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. I like the crop rotation idea. I really do. But it is a season's thing. It's part of their package deal. The only other game that I think that I know of with the crop rotation is, well, maybe Farm Managers, but I believe is Farmer's Dynasty. Right here, I mean, watch how much smarter the worker is. You see how he's about to go off the field and everything? And most of the time the workers just are going to start halfway back on the field, right? Oh, he didn't do it. He screwed up. But he went up farther on the field. So, if I come over to this area over here, I'm not going to have any problem with him running back and forth. I can probably start him right in here. And he'll get both. That was a failed example of how smart the workers are. But what he was supposed to do was go all the way back up to the top of this field and come back and forth. They are smarter, but the down part is they take just as long to determine which way they should go in the field to make it the fastest pass. So you still lose the money, some money, not a lot, but some money, by them judging what is the fastest way to go about doing something. but I believe that they ultimately do a better job. On average. This here is kind of a long jump for him, but he might actually come all the way back up here to get that little bit, and then go back down there and get the rest. So that you can only use on here, yeah, you can only use the crop rotation on here, and I mean it's good. I like the crop rotation idea. I really do. It works great, but I think it just kind of also takes a little bit more out of it, because you're forced to do something, and when you're like me and don't have enough money to do anything, kinda sucks. Alright, so this is cool. You see how he's backing way up? He wants to get that extra little bit that's over there. Hey, how are you doing? So, I gotta figure out what's wrong with my one game. My life is futile. Because it will not allow me to clean out my animals. My hunting and everything is high enough. Everything else is high enough. But it refuses to allow me to clean out the animals. I break everything. Trust me. My mama told me if I'm going to be good at something, or do something I'm good at. I'm good at breaking things. So that's what I do. Oh man. All I want to do is farm a little bit. And I get stuff. So how's work for you? They took my job and shut it down. Across the whole county that I'm in, we have 20 people working. Yeah, at my job we only have 20 people working. So that's about a fifth of the employment. I might have broken your internet. I wouldn't put that past me. B. Huh. Maybe my internet's screwing up again. Should have seen how bad it was last night. My internet was horrid last night. It was lagging something fierce because it's like usually the video is only a couple seconds behind on my PC, but it was approximately like 3 minutes behind. Yeah, last night it was like 3 minutes behind. Today it don't seem like it's too bad. Well, at least I got some chickens this time. Yeah, on Life is Feudal you only get like 20 chickens. That ain't nothing. I got 200 and something right now. About 250. Oh, so here's a good one for you that you might like. For the baby's room, the wife and I talked about it, and for the baby's room, we're thinking about hanging up pictures from the town that we live in from back in like the 1800s, and then have somebody take a picture from the same exact spot and put it up to put both of them up side by side as a comparison. Well, because I can't do anything with my animals, I can't get up my lure in them anymore. I can't train any farther with the animals. So I'm stuck. Yeah, it won't let me do anything with them. I can feed them. I can take them out. I can slaughter them. But I can't clean. For chickens and rabbits, I was giving them apples and they were breeding off of it. I think that you can activate it on Steam because it is a Steam-friendly game. But you're more likely to get a better deal on... And is there a message in the chat? No, it's not doing anything to give me a message. But, yeah, I think it'd be best off if you bought the game on Steam, because I think Steam's been giving better deals than retail. I would just pick up a Steam card at the retailer if you want to go about it like that. Pick up the Steam card there and just get on Steam and check it out. But no, the animals ain't allowed. I can't do anything with them. If you check out one of my previous videos on YouTube on it, you'll see that it's like it wouldn't let me do anything. I was clicking on it and everything, and I just got so frustrated with it because I was finally starting to get somewhere, and it's like I'm getting so frustrated. Screw it, I'm done. Do you repair your game? Well, I was trying to do, what is it? I was trying to build my warehouse at the given time. And I seen that my animals were like up to like 22%, 22%, and I'm like, okay, I can get this. And I start clicking on it, and it's like, you can't do that type deal. Or there's nothing here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is it's a problem on my end. So, what I was thinking about doing is going in and finding out how, well, I deleted it already to clear it. So, I might just have to find another way around it. And the worst part is the companies won't help me out, because they're not doing anything with it. Multiplayer, I don't play it, so I can't tell you if it's any different or not. Sorry about that. You can ask Mouse there about that. I'm not big into multiplayers. She'll agree. Yeah, I always play all my games like in single player. Ooh, I gotta drop my weight. And I think I can just put it right here. That will be safe. Yeah, I like play all my games in single. Yeah, like I said, I've been on my own maps and everything. So it's like, I can't blame anybody else for me having the problems if I'm on my own map. That's why I don't understand why I'm having problems with, the chickens and all that. Yeah, on Life is Feudal, I'm having problems with everything, and I don't understand why, because it's like I'm on my own map, I just cleared it, everything should be working fine. It just bothers me that it's not working like it should be. I mean, if it was something that I was screwing up, that's one thing. But something that is caused by the game, that's something different. I've been trying my hardest to get everything to start working correctly on there. I deleted the game off, I reinstalled it all, and it's like, it hurts, you know what I'm saying? It hurts. P. Pallets. I want these ones. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the one mod that you gave me, I was having problems with that too. And it's like I could not figure out anything that it could be. It's like just automatically, here's a problem, have a nice day. And it came like, I don't know, it wasn't even really before it came when I kind of got it. But I was also having some computer problems at the time. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just my computer. And I'll just, iron it out, work with it a little bit, see what all happens, and it'll just go away. And it kind of never just went away. Are you kidding me? What's the height on that? Okay, that's like all the way down. I used to play FS17 with up to 14 players. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do the multiplayer, so I cannot directly answer that. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, you're back. You are. Me too. Are you kidding me? Loading up pallets with this tractor sucks. Yeah, I figured I'd get back onto here and see what's all going on. Try to finish out what I was doing. The heater, I went back downstairs into the basement, like I was saying, and I had to kick that back on because that was just, it was getting kind of chilly, okay? It was snowing earlier today. So it was just a little chilly out. Okay, so why are you so stupid? Ah, that's why it was stupid. Oh. I've noticed something, alright? This is from what I've witnessed so far. When I play on here and play any of my other games, the only time I get viewers is like 3 o'clock in the morning. I can play from like 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever, and nobody on earth will be there to watch. 3 o'clock in the morning comes by, oh my god, I have the whole world here. Yeah, Yeah, I know. But I'm talking, I got people like Canadians and everything watching me. Yeah, yes, I know it. Rub it in, it's morning time. Ha! Finally. You play European games. Easy fixed. Just live in Paris time. It's 3 for me. Well, for me, it's 4. It's 4:11 in the morning. For me. I mean, and honestly, what am I gonna play for an American game? GTA 5? I hate it. No, no. Any game that I'm really timed on in any way, shape, or form, I don't really like it. Because timed missions I suck at. Any timed mission, it don't even matter what it is. If it's a timed mission, I failed. Call of Duty? No. No. I refuse Call of Duty. And I put that as passionate. Here's something really sad. So like a long time ago, my ex-wife was telling me how great Call of Duty is and everything. And millions of Americans play simulators. That's why there's American Truck Simulator. But my ex, she was telling me how great Call of Duty is and blah 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 blah. And she knows I hate Call of Duty. And I'm like, well, that's 2 things I'll never touch again in life. Oh my god, that was about wartime. Yeah, I know. It's the thought behind it, though. AMS, I mean. Well, like I said. Oh, dude, I can't do Xbox. There's no way I can do Xbox. I played a game on Xbox recently. It was for like 30 seconds. Yep. That's the most Xbox for me. I use it to watch TV. Honestly, that's it. Other than that, I mean, I'm up here in my room away from the world. There we go. On here. Trying to get this all straight. Trying to have a farm for everybody to watch me. Oh. Let's shut this down. I need to find out what was in here. Cereal, then oil. which that would mean soy is next in there. Can I plant soy? That's another good question. Soybeans. Plantable? Negative. I cannot plant soy. Alright, next one. Start the engine. I eat food snacks. It ain't nothing. Why not just grab the actual fruit and eat that? Just a question. E. Oilseed cereal. This one needs soy. Congrats, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's awesome. So that can take wheat. What about this over here? That feels wheat. This field. Canola. So if I go back into here real quick, canola can be planted. Yes, it can. And wheat can be planted. Yes, it can. Yeah, but I'm playing this as legit as possible. I've been working hard at trying to keep this legit. Oh my god, I gotta move that dude. E. I've been working really hard at keeping this like legit. Start. I think I've actually mistakenly tabbed to another vehicle or into a vehicle like twice. Other than that, it's been like run. Wheat. Oh, no. Go this way. I mean, this is the PC. So, money cheats? Do I need to cheat money? I can just go hit, I think it's F11 or whatever, and it puts me into the command mode thing, whatever it is. And while I'm in that, all I have to do is say, hey, money, go. H. Now let's check how smart my hired workers are. Alright. Like I said, I want to get this done up a little bit. I think I might take a nap here in a little while. Because today is what, Friday or something? I don't even know what the date is anymore. I haven't been to work in so long. I don't really care about all that crap. What is today? Friday, April 10th. Today I got paid. Well, I get paid. I ain't got paid yet. I get paid. um, yeah, keep cheering about the no school. Because no school here, what that means is the kids get a packet come Tuesday, I think it is. I think it's Tuesday. In our school district, all the kids get a packet. And they have to do the packet. It is graded. And if they fail the packet, they fail the grade. Who is James Charles? I don't know any James Charles. But yeah, make jokes all you want. I'm up for it. So, my theory is maybe if I can get enough people watching me from Europe when I change my time, because I might be changing the time that I get on here in 2 weeks, maybe they will follow me and still keep watching my videos, because I post here on Twitch and I post here on YouTube. Same time, restream 100%. You know how it goes. So maybe everybody will follow me. Dun 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 dun! Puppy power! Ooh. James Charles, I wanna be... Okay. So I was in the military. True story, bro. That's a true meme. Yeah, I was in the military. I was stationed down Fort Benning, Georgia. You know, to go to Georgia from like Pennsylvania, it's a big difference for somebody. I'm used to the cold weather. It's like 40 degrees outside. I'll wear shorts and a hoodie, you know, 40-degree weather. Georgia, when they say 40-degree weather, everybody's like freezing to death. And I'm like, why? Well, then I found out what summer is. Summer in Georgia is really hot, really rainy. Really, really hot and rainy. Alright, so I did that for a reason. What was the reason? I don't... Oh, yeah. Now I know. I'm getting into here. I'm going to go over to here and I'm going to find out something. It was 92 degrees today. Yeah, not here. Here it was snowing. Yesterday it was in the 60s. I just want to see what I have. Wheat, I have 20,000 wheat. Canola, 45, that's not much. 29. Soy, 29. He's gonna be a little well on that field, I know it. I want some extra cash. Will this hook up? Oh. Oh. I don't know how good it's gonna do at polling, but I'm gonna try. CLVC, get real name, brand. But us on Xbox, you made up name brands. Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep. R. Oops, no. Yes. I mean, we do get some made up name brands on PC. But the thing is everything is made on the PC before it goes to console. Like, why can't I have Dodge and Ford? Well, honestly, we don't have Dodge and Ford on here. I mean, we might, but that's just a mod thing, you know? A modder made that personally. And y'all don't get, like, I only have Lizard brand vehicles. I believe I only have Lizard brand. Let me get to this straightaway over here and we're gonna find out. P. Vehicles. Lizard. Oh, Mahindra and MAN. Everything else is Lizard. Ha! Mahindra and MAN? Well, Mahindra is because I bought the pre-release of this game. And on the game, you know as well as I do, the tractors and stuff are real name tractors. So what happened to all my people from Twitch? Y'all like keel over and run away or something? I don't know. Ugh. Oh, now we're gonna find out what this tractor is made of. Yes, yes, let's do it. Going up a hill. Oh, well, because that's Mod Hub, and a person made that without the proper licensing to make it legal. And if Xbox just said, oh, we're going to use this, could you imagine what would happen to Xbox? That's why they do that. Because Xbox does not have licensing for it. If a person makes it and they don't get in any money from it, that's one thing. But as soon as you start bringing in any money whatsoever from it, that's where things go downhill. Yeah, learn about the whole licensing and all that. Yeah. That's a really big no-no. But it's got a diesel engine. Yeah, Ram does have diesel engines. They have the Cummins. The Lizard has a diesel engine. Both of them. Because my trucks only fill up with diesel. Same with all my tractors. As you can see, Well, at least I'm in the positive, more or less. Oh, this is a long drive. Oh my god, now I gotta get all the way back up here. Then I gotta, well, I can see my tractor still going back and forth across the field. That's a plus. No, I ain't gonna complain about that. And I've been making money now. I guess that's a couple positives. Alright. And after shut off the lights, shut off the tractor, get off, go for a run to catch up with the other tractor over there. Not looking bad. Made it about halfway. I just can't believe I got, that much money. Kinda happy with that. But anyhow, it's about that time of the day. I need to be getting off of here. So, anyhow, as I say at the end of every one of my videos, good day, good night, good evening, good whatever it is when you're watching this video. Have fun, be safe, and I will talk with you all later. Good night, everybody.